Hey everyone, Catch 'em All Collectibles here. It has been another 2 weeks, so we are running another auction block. Not consignments, my own personal items. I'm just going to show you really quickly the spreadsheet of what I sent 35 items to auction. I'm recording this on Monday night, the 20th. They'll be ending on Monday night, a week from now, the 27th. The auctions are going live as I record this. Typically, I do Sunday nights because I think that's the optimal night to do them. I accidentally scheduled them for the 20th, having my days mixed up instead of the 19th. So one thing I intended to do several auction blocks down the line, I planned to just randomly change the day and see if anything felt like it changed. Or the thing is, you can't simultaneously have them end on Sunday night and Wednesday night within a short time period. So there's going to be market fluctuations. There's going to be there's no way to isolate, well, how much of the end price was because it was a bad ending time, how much of it was because whatever. There's just no way you'll ever get definitive results on it. But anyways, this one's going to be ending on Monday. Here's what we've got. Total combined buy it now listing price before they went to auction was $4,700. Couple standout items that catch your eye, I guess, due to having a high list value. CGC 6 play promo Vaporeon. I've actually got a PSA 10 coming in that I'm buying very soon. Doing it with crypto, so it's just a matter of having my funds hit Coinbase to be able to buy the crypto to pay for it. Another couple items, Korean Ivysaur that wasn't paid a few auction blocks ago. PSA 10 Supreme Victor's Venusaur. That's a pretty exciting one. That was listed for $790. I had some people messaging on it and they were in the few $100 range. I just figure hopefully they're looking at auctions. Hopefully they see it or they watch this video. You run the risk of potentially having more of a niche lower pop item that not too many people are looking for, especially running it near the holidays. Bit of a risk, but makes it fun. We'll see what happens with it. There's also, so here's a typo. This was listed as, I want to say this was listed as $9.99. I don't know how that accidentally had a typo there, but yeah, PSA 10 Champions Festival Japanese promo from Worlds. So yeah, anyways, there's a quick overview on in spreadsheet form of what's going to auction. Since it's small and manageable, I did gather all these items and we're going to bounce over now to a quick video overview. And then once you're done with that, we will come back to the spreadsheet to look at the final results of last auction block. So I will catch you over on the overhead view. Hey everyone, you just saw the spreadsheet showing what these cards are. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. Again, less to show like condition. You can see those in the eBay photos, but a bit more just to discuss a little bit what I'm sending. I guess this is one of the more significant ones in the lot. Interesting thing here. I think I've mentioned this card before. I bought it on Buy maybe a year ago now. It was advertised as mint. Occasionally, beauty products from Japan don't end up being so beauty products. So little dent or crease, something going on there that made it a CGC 6. I do have a PSA 10 in on the way, a buy that I worked out recently. So that'll be an exciting upcoming video. A lot of these I mentioned in a previous video, two weeks ago, my last auction block. I was just moving a lot of cards that were cheap, old style listings. I used to take the photos on a white background, just trying to phase the white backgrounds completely out of my eBay store. And the story is similar for a lot of these cards, just relatively low value, old listings that it's time to move on. And then here's another one, I guess, that doesn't quite meet that category. 2019 Worlds is a Worlds event that I went to in person. Unfortunately, it's the last World that happened in DC. So I was able to buy this, one of the sealed competitors packs. I bought several that year. That year I actually bought my number 3 full art Pikachu as well. So This isn't the only one that I have. I'm not selling my only memory of that event. I've still got the Pikachu. I've still got a handful of the others. So time to move on from that duplicate. It is a weird time. I'm recording this on the 20th, Monday, and the listings were supposed to go live on Sunday, the 19th. I accidentally scheduled them for the 20th, though. So they're going live as I record this. Here's another significant one that I should kind of stop on. I had that really good return a couple months ago. I had a couple big guys come in and buy me out of all like my Diamond and Pearl era super low pop hollows. Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those eras as well have pretty low pops. Being Venusaur a more popular species, this one is a bit higher, but still in the tens, like double digit low pops, somewhere in that vicinity. But yeah, so these auctions, something I intended to do down the line, kind of experimental, was to not have auctions just end on Sundays. Generally speaking, I think it's the preferable time to have them end, but this block, I guess we're jumping right into the experimentation. We're having these end on Monday, the 27th. Given how close it is to Christmas, maybe that's fine anyways. Sparkle, Graveler, must have had a small crease. Masaki, some super low grade Hidden Fates where I just missed issues. There's going to be a couple more of those coming at the end. But yeah, I just figured I'd throw, so you're not staring at a spreadsheet for 15 or 20 minutes, however long I ramble on. I'd show some shiny cardboard in the middle. So yeah, that's what's up for auction, ending this Monday, the 27th. Feel free to click the link in the description if you want to go check them out, place any bids. Good luck. And now we will bounce back to the spreadsheets for the recap of last auction block. So now that we're back, you've seen all the cards. I did forget to show the empty booster box. I guess since I've got you back here now, I'll show that quickly. The empty boxes are really interesting. I didn't sell as many as I should have. Last year during the hype, I did sell some of them. Some of them were selling as much as $150, $200 for some of the more common boxes, Rocket, Jungle, Fossil First Edition. I know it's kind of a certain people, oh, I would never sell empty boxes. It's a terrible thing to do. Generally speaking, the ones that I'm selling are pretty rough. If someone were to want to reseal this, I don't think they're going to dupe anybody. If someone were to fall for this being resealed, I don't see it happening. But yeah, I've heard of people marking the bottom, doing whatever they do, or just throwing it away. It's hard to throw it away when it's, I mean, I had it listed for buy it now, $100. I sold some last year for more than that. This might sell for only 30, 50 bucks. And I've got a bunch of them. I've sold some, like myself. I have one of every box that I opened over the years, like minty for the ones that I had duplicates of. I just think it's cool display piece. It's been a long time since I've had them all. Right now they're all folded flat, but like pop them all up. Someday I'll have them in the background, just all stacked up. It's really cool to see all of them together. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's a long time to talk about an empty booster box. But I believe I showed you everything else, and we'll go back to auction block 3 now. So these ended on December 12th, as noted here. I did take a suggestion. I think it actually came from somebody in Patreon, not anybody on YouTube, but I do similar spreadsheet style videos in Patreon. Feel free to check that out. Link down in the description to the Pokenomics Patreon. Some pretty cool analytics there. You guys got a sneak peek on that a week or two ago. But yeah, the alternating dark light for the rows, it really does in a big spreadsheet make it so you can follow things a little cleaner. I forget who suggested that, but I really appreciate that suggestion. Feel free to suggest anything else. Someone else before said make the font bigger. I watch these on mobile. I did that, and hopefully the mobile viewers, that's working for them. But yeah, nothing too crazy in this one. The general trend with last auction block was that I've got all these old listings, white background, old format. I don't want to manually change them all. I'm going to do the lazy thing and just auction them all, get rid of them. And then I can get closer to having uniform matching listings. So same thing as before, anything red in column A is unpaid. So there were only 3 items unpaid out of 136. I was really happy with that. Total list price as by it now is before they went to auction was $9,300. Total realized price on auction, this is the gross price before any fees, was $4,060 for about 44%. I guess there was one item from that I showed was going to go to auction that didn't go, so I just made that note there. I forget what it even was. And then I made this note kind of as a joke, but I started all my auctions at 1 cent free shipping. Some of the other auction services out there, they start at 99 cents. Some of them add shipping, some of them do free shipping, but I just wanted to shout out, kind of self-advertise a bit for my own auctions. I'm 99% cheaper than the competition. I mean, you just can't beat 1 cent free shipping, true auctions. That's that's the way I do it over here. And then I think I had mentioned it in the video 2 weeks ago, selling so many slabs, especially from, like, look at all the jungle, look at all the fossil, a lot of CGC base fourth. I expected and really hoped for multi-item buyers, because well, this is kind of an expensive one compared to what's here, but if I were to ship one slab somewhere in New York, I'm in New York, it's like $350 is the starting price for 4 ounces and under. If I were to ship it somewhere in Hawaii, California, quite a ways away from me, it's like $4 or $5 almost. So when you see some of these items that were selling for $13, $7.50, $7, clearly, if you count in the grading fee, I lost money on some of these selling them individually, but I think the worst one was $5.50. So yeah, like this one, if you count the ink, the label, anything for my time, the padded envelopes, if this thing sold alone, I might have lost money just getting rid of it on top of what the card cost and the grading fee. But thankfully, multiple people swooped in. I think I had one buyer take 20 something items. I had another couple buyers take more than 10. So that was really great, because if it costs $5 to ship one card, it might only cost $15 to ship 20. Really great thing to see. I didn't go through and figure out, I wasn't going to take the time. Another thing I've done in past videos, last buy it now to do the comparison, or last sale. I wasn't going to do that for all these cheap items. A lot of them might not have even had a last sale. In the future, I'll continue to do it where it makes sense on items that's reasonable to do. But column D, same thing as before. Red means that it's really low relative to the buy it now. Green means it's high relative to the buy it now. Unlike last block, nothing went above the buy it now, which kind of makes sense. Nothing too crazy in this one. It was all stuff I really just wanted to get rid of. I don't remember anything being like, oh, I wish I could buy that back for what it sold for. I mean, there's a lot of red in here, but yeah, CGC 9, Dugong. I mean, for $5.50, I guess I'd rather have it back, but I'd also just nice to have the mismatch listing gone. And that was likely one of the ones that were allotted with others, but yeah. I think all 3 of the unpaid ones I recycled into the new block, so they're all there. Got some more red in here. PSA 7s, PSA 8s though. I'm not too concerned about hanging on to those. I like most of my inventory to just be 9s and 10s. You can see that I disproportionately was getting rid of a lot of like PSA 7s, 8s, low CGCs in this block and in the new one. Yeah, not too much there. Overall, 44% which when you compare to the previous ones, I think this one was 55. So I guess it was kind of a rough week compared to that one. I need to go through and change the format of these earlier ones to match the new. But yeah, as I said before, this is kind of an early stage thing. I'm just auctioning 20 to 150 items every couple of weeks to move inventory and to generate a little bit of sales, but also I've got more than 1,000 card backlog right now to get listed. So being able to bleed off a few dozen slabs every couple of weeks is just a good thing. I was going to show you and tied in with this video the results of my previous PWCC monthly auction. The December monthly auction just ended. I had some big cards there, but the site's under maintenance right now. So I'll have to, I guess, include that. I don't think the whole site's under maintenance, but like the portion that shows what I sold is under maintenance, unfortunately. So I'll talk about those in a future video. I do have some exciting, so many exciting purchases. I have a couple of big PSA returns that came back with the giveaway videos we've got going on every week. And then the podcast every other week. This is a new video that's slotted for every other week. I've got a backlog of videos to make to just catch up on what I've been buying and what's been coming back from, I guess, PSA and CGC. So yeah, going into the new year, I've got regular content to continue putting out. And once I get through the backlog of just the regular stuff, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, my thoughts into what's going on, I've got some other interesting and fun videos to do that I'm excited to do in the early stages of 2022. So yeah, that's everything. As I said earlier, all these items, if any of them stand out to you, if you want to get, I mean, some of these might go super cheap. They really should. I'm interested to see, I guess 550 is the global low right now. We got to see if we can beat that with anything. See if I can give away like a 99-cent slab. But yeah, that's all for this week. Check out these auctions in the link below to my eBay. I will catch you all later.